Hello everyone. I usually do a thrift store haul. We do this thing where we go to a special thrift store that's here in town. They do what's called a pound sale, and they do it once a month, the first week of the month. And we went again this month, and I spent more money than I have ever spent at their pound sale, partially because there was a lot of books. I actually spent $39 on everything that's on the table. So I'm going to go through it and show you why I got it and what my ideas for it are. But needless to say, most of it is for art and art journaling. So we're going to start over here, and I'm sorry, I hope to not make you dizzy. But there's everything. It's like going through garbage cans when they go to this. They're huge boxes that I can't even reach down in. Anyways, there was this cool piece of tissue that I really liked. So that, of course, and this fun metallic paper. This is foam sticker sheets. And I think I can make some fun stamps with it. I loved the color of the paper in this scrapbook. It's just gorgeous. It's fun, heavy paper. It's aged. It was just real cool. So everything I got really is kind of for art. Not necessarily everything, but pretty much. This is just a silverware caddy. But my paint is becoming an issue, and it doesn't work in the thing I have it in, so I'm going to try putting my paint in this silverware caddy. I think it might hold it pretty well. These were just gorgeous. I'll give you an idea of some of, oops, too much glare, sorry. Let me try to go this way. Oops, that's another one. Now, they're not all different. There's a bunch that are the same. Oh, there's quite a few that are the same. I grabbed a whole pile of them. Partially, isn't that bird beautiful? Partially because they're such great big, huge sheets of this gorgeous, thick weight paper. Even if I fold them into pages, I thought they were beautiful. Then there's 3 of these index cards, brand new, and I can't imagine that they weighed a pound, and it's 50 cents a pound for things. So they may have 3 sets of them may have weighed a pound, but I'll show you. Something said get index cards. These are patterns, and they had some really great 60s. I grabbed the whole stack. I didn't try to go through them. It's kind of a crazy thing. It's kind of like dumpster diving when you're doing this. So there's 2 big stacks of patterns with sort of a 60s kind of 60s and 70s kind of look to them. I thought they were really cool. My husband grabbed this. It's a clip-on light, brand new in the package. Jeffrey finds the greatest things too, though. I mean, he finds good, cool stuff. He's found these sponges. These are wooden. They were in something at the. And I didn't like all of the stuff, and the thing of it is the stuff is dumped in boxes. That's one of the things I don't like about it. It makes me feel bad because, like, the game pieces were all dumped out. These are really cool little game cards. But they were all dumped into the tubs. So I got some cool game cards. These are, and there's some beautiful threads in there. These were like needlework kits. Now, I'll never do the needlework, but the threads were just beautiful. They were metallic threads, and this couldn't have cost 50 cents because it's not a pound for sure. And I think some tassels are in order. These were some little clothespins. I thought that it would be fun to make some like planner clips. Yep, more game cards. Now there was a whole little sack of this stuff that it was actually in a sack. And there's glue sticks, there's 2 boxes of brand new crayons, and a box of what appears to be brand new markers. Now, I don't particularly like crayons, so crayons is not my thing, but we have some little ones, friends of ours, grandchildren, that I like to keep in supplies. So that'll be perfect, and it didn't cost a thing. Ruler. There again, it might go in a book, actually. This is curling ribbon, and I hadn't decided exactly what I'm going to do with it, but I grabbed 3 spools of it. It's brand new, and again, it couldn't have cost 50 cents because it doesn't weigh a pound. There was a spool of this teal-colored satin ribbon, and I'll find something to do with that. I'm going to back up just a little bit. Don't get dizzy. There was this almost basically brand new laundry basket. If it weighs 2 pounds, it cost $1. So that's what you have to think about. And I can't imagine it weighs 2 pounds. But I needed a laundry basket for some. So there was the laundry basket. These are tea lights, whole bag full. And I like to be able to singe flowers and things, so that was perfect. There was, in the crayon box, there was a bottle of school glue. We got these for the camper. They're trays. They're just plastic trays, and there's 3 of this one. And 2 of this one. And it's more to take your food or dinner outside to sit on the picnic table. Brand new watercolor pad. And I grabbed these things. I don't know if they'll work, but I think that they would work in a journal. They're Jamboree tattoos. And these are die cuts. I loved these schoolwork assignment schedules. I can see pages done with them. Now remember, I got index cards. Everybody's doing index card a day. Well, oops, sorry about that. Stuck my finger right in the way. I thought these pages to hold the index cards were perfect. And somebody left Jamboree nails in them. I won't use the Jamboree nails, but I do have one thumbnail I keep under wraps. It splits. So now this, Jeff started not to take it, but I just loved it. This is a game board. And like I said, the games are always dumped out on in the boxes. It's hard to find this, but I can just see a really cool book. So I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but it's got to have some pages put in it and become a book. And there were a couple of different places where the Candyland games were dumped out. So I got these to make book covers. And Jeff found some scrapbook paper. It's a whole pad. This is another game. I have no idea if it's all here or not, but I love these little cards. They're really thick, so they make really great embellishments because they're thick and sturdy, so I'll decorate those up. I found some flashcards. And Christmas trivia cards. Some little balls. I haven't decided what I'll do with those, but we'll figure it out. These are embellishments that, let's see, they're Studio G embellishments. They're all loose in there, but they should be fun. A puzzle. Now, we could have gotten a dozen puzzles. I didn't need a dozen puzzles. One was plenty. I grabbed these 2 boxes because they would be good to store things in. I like the size of them, and they stack. Lisa from Lisa's Eclectic Life was using textured wallpaper on her jelly plate the other day. So I'm going to try that, and I got a roll of, and it couldn't have cost 50 cents. Oops, more curling ribbon, more little cards, some rickrack, a needle package. I'm working on a sewing book, so that'll just go in as ephemera. And this is another little sewing tool. Now I dropped something on the ground. Oh dear, that's a long way down. Aha! This is metallic embroidery floss, which again I thought would be really cool in the tassels. Now, like I said, there were a lot of books this time, and books weigh a lot. So, unfortunately, though, there was a whole bunch of cool ones. I love board books. I like the thought of painting in them. I haven't worked on this one, on a little one yet, but I got those. And some, these are golden books. A couple different ones. I really like this one. Sorry for the glare. And a coloring book. Now this one's got some scribbles in it, but I think that the pages will be really cool in a junk journal. I like the cover of this more than anything. This is just a notebook, but then you have to look at this one. This book is really cool. Oh, the glare is terrible. It's called The Shipwrecked Detective, and there's ephemera in this book. First off, the book is really thick and heavy. There's a compass in the front of it. But when you get inside of it, there's ephemera taped into this book all through it. And it's got some gorgeous illustrations. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this book, but even though it probably weighed 4 or 5 pounds, who knows, I had to have it. I mean, I can't imagine that it weighed that much, but it probably cost $1.50 maybe. This one was interesting because it's paper art. This one had some really neat illustrations in it for using for ephemera and make little odds and ends of things. Look at those ladies. Aren't those ladies awesome? And the clock. So that had to have that one. This one again had some great illustrations in it. Of course, I get all kinds of sheet music. Anything that's got sheet music in it. I love sheet music as bases. So there was sheet music. This one is called King Arthur, and again, it has some great illustrations. See that one up there on the corner? And more sheet music. Now, Jeff found this. It was fabulous. It's another board book, but it's bigger. And, sorry, doing this one hand is a little hard. It's got all of these little doors in it. So I'm going to have to make some kind of fun journal and put little messages behind the doors, like secret messages. I just really liked the age on these pages. It looks like it's typewritten. It's really cool. This is another music book. I'm going to cause an avalanche here in a minute. Like I said, I'm working on a sewing book, and this one looks perfect for pages. So I'll be taking that apart. And then this one, I just love the little sayings in this one. And the pictures are. Now she sees the rocks, the trees, and the ferns. She hears a bird. And I just really thought that was cute. So more scrapbook paper. There were a lot of envelopes this time. So I grabbed up several packages of envelopes. I'll need to paint them up so I can stick little odds and ends. This was a card. More scrapbook paper. More envelopes. We like the little tin soldiers on this. I'll probably cut some of them up to put in on tags. More envelopes. Oh, these are cute little people. See the little people? Oh, there's a cat. Those are people. This is just a plastic thing. I wanted some plastic, heavy plastic, so that was perfect. And I grabbed a couple of different kinds. I wanted it as protective sheeting. These are marbles, and they're for a special project. It just so happened, I said to hubby, I said, and if you see any marbles, I need the marbles. And about 20 minutes later, he hands me a bag of marbles. And these are sticky labels, brand new package, hasn't been opened. Oh, these were a special find. These are old work baskets. Just almost falling apart, but just beautiful and have such absolutely amazing illustrations in them. So, whole stack of them. This is music. Look how big it is. Jumbo music. These are hubby's. There was a whole set of these. Oops, can't see it for the glare. These are history. And Jeff really enjoys history. Now, he will read them and he'll be done with them. And when he is, then I can have the pages to do things with. But 4 of them, the whole set didn't come home, just 4 of them. So this is all pretty much, I think, the Civil War. Then there was some fabric. There was always a little bit, but this piece of lace, I'm not sure if it'll work on the jelly plate, but it definitely will work to cut up and make little embellishments with. I couldn't pass this up because I don't have a lot of fabric that looks very boho, and this just looks perfect for some boho tags and things. This is a sheet, and I grabbed it because I have a special project. It's kind of a secret, and it will work perfectly. And while I could have cut up some of the white fabric I have in my stash, what I'm going to do is really an experiment. So I sort of didn't want to cut up good quilting cotton to do what I'm going to do. I couldn't walk past this. Now, it couldn't have cost 50 cents because it, again, probably didn't weigh a pound. There's a couple of posters here. This is a long, big, giant ruler. Another one of those embroidery kits. And some little, what do you call these? They're stickers. So that's what we got at the pound sale for $39. But then coming back through the store, oh dear, were these. If you can not tell, I can't get it open just yet because it's all sealed up with tape, and I didn't want to tear anything up more than I could. But these are flashcards, but the old kind of flashcards. So it was just, I thought, oh, I have to have those. So look at the price on them. They were $1.99. And when I got to the register, they were on special, so they were only 99 cents. And then I had loyalty member cash, so they were actually free. So all of this stuff on the table, plus the big basket, I got for $39. Anyways, we had fun. That's really more what it is. We have a great time doing it. You guys go have fun, enjoy your day, make some art, and have a great day. Bye.